Everybody, what's up? It's Ben with Run Bigfoot Run. I'm back to talk about my newest endeavor, newest adventure, definitely. And that is Live More Now with Buff. So, Buff approached several BibRave pros and said, "We want to send you some products. We want you to do something other than running. You guys run all the time." Okay, so what can we do? Anything you want. All right, so I'm in. I got selected. My adventure is fly fishing in the mountains of Virginia. So, a little backstory. I've been fishing all my life. When I first got married, I got into fly fishing. Just the allure, the snootiness of it. I don't know what it was. I was just drawn to it. There's a wasp flying around my head. And I kept fly fished for a long time. Learned how to tie my own flies. And then I stopped. My daughter was born. I would take her fishing, so I was letting her fish more than me, teaching her how to fish. And then she kind of got out of it, so we never went again. We never really did it. But now I want to go back to it. I want to do it again. So Buff said, "That's a great idea. It sounds great. Let us help you." So as always, as a BibRave Pro, I am sent items to test and review in exchange for those reviews and promotion on social media. You will be seeing a lot more of me promoting Buff products in the next couple of months. I'll be doing videos on my fly fishing journey and the blog, which might be turning into a vlog. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, let's talk about what Buff sent me. So first they sent me a trucker hat. This is the D Young series of art, and it is the mosquito pattern. So we have a nice close-up, large image here of the trout body. On the patch here, we have the trout eye with a little fly caught in his mouth right there, and that is a nymph pattern. Looks like possibly a mosquito pattern, maybe a pheasant tail. But, woo, look at my hair. I hate wearing hats. My hair will attest to it. I'm not a big fan of hats. I've tried to wear hats all my life. I've won 2 hats currently that I will wear sparingly just because I'm not a big fan of them. But I gotta say, I really like this trucker hat. Nice foam in the brim and in the front here. It has a deep crown, which I think is really what makes me like it. And of course, it's got the trucker mesh, and it has the trucker rubber plasticky clasps on the back. I remember this from back in the 70s when I played Little League. So some things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But the best thing about it, the inside of the brim is black. So what does that do? It reduces the light reflecting in your face. If you're at the beach, you're on the river, you're out boating, canoeing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, blah, 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 whatever you're doing, and you're wearing a hat, make sure it has a dark brim because the light's going to bounce off the water. If you're wearing a light brim, it's going to reflect off your brim and hit you in the face. If you don't wear sunscreen because you're like, "Oh, I'm wearing a hat, I don't need sunscreen," you're going to get burnt. At least with a dark brim, a black or dark brown or dark green, any dark color, it's going to absorb that light. So it's a great thing. Dark brim, deep crown, fits my misshapen head nicely. So that is the Buff trucker hat, D Young Graphics, mosquito pattern. Next up is a full Buff. This is a 50 sunscreen rating. Full Buff. This, I do believe, was the Brookie trout pattern. I have to look that up and double check. That's what I wanted. Brook trout, of course, being the state fish of Virginia. So I love Buffs. I wear Buffs. I think every time I go running, I have a Buff on my head. Either a full Buff, folded in half, or a half Buff. During the wintertime, I take a Buff and make it into a hat like so. Have a little top knot flopping around. Pull it back down to my ears. Good to go. So how's a Buff going to help me? In the summer, it's hot. I'm on the water. Could wear it in blind chicken style. Like this. I can't see. Actually, you can kind of see. Everything's kind of colored and weird. I don't know if you can hear me right now or not. Or I can pull it down over my face like so. Protects the bottom half of my face from sunburn. Put the hat on top. Good to go. Instead of my big old ears flopping out. So we'll just cover those up too, like so. So this is a great way to keep the sun off your face, keep from getting burnt. So that is a full buff and the buff trucker hat combination. Whew. Let's put that hat back on because we are having the hair day. Next up, something I never really thought about. I'll put the other hand on. Gloves for fishing. I know saltwater fishing, a lot of people wear gloves when they go fishing. Mainly because you're dealing with fish with teeth. Freshwater fish, some of them have teeth. They're kind of nubby teeth. If anything, you'll kind of get an abrasion on your fingertips if you grab a largemouth or smallmouth bass by the lip and go to unhook it. And then bass, crappie, brim, bluegills, they have spines on their fins that will stab you and they do hurt. Speak from experience. But anyway, Buff sent me gloves. So I have these gloves here. They are large. They come down over the wrist. Very lightweight, breathable, nice fabric. Well fitting. You have leather pulls right here and right here on your middle finger to take them off with. We also have grippy material right here on the thumb, palm, and on your first finger. There's other grippy material also. If you see the little wavies in there, that's a grippy material also, rubbery type material. But you really notice the grippies, the darker grippy, that's really grippy. So I'm going to try using gloves fishing. I've never done it before. It should be interesting. My main concern is this little leather piece maybe snagging on my fly line when I'm casting. I don't think it'll be a problem. We'll see what happens. Deal with it when it does. So those are the 3 items I was sent to help me on my fishing journey. But Buff, being the awesome company they are, said, pick something else out for fun. Enjoy it. Knock yourself out. So I've been dying to try these ever since they announced them a couple of years ago. And that is the Buff arm sleeve. So this is the City Jungle pattern. It's gray. It's got some red stripes up here. You got the Buff logo here. These are sunscreen rated 50s. Fit wonderfully. Super lightweight. I'm outside right now on the porch. It's about mid 80s. Shirt's okay sweaty wise. I got this on my arm right here. Don't even notice it. It feels great. I would not wear these in December or January when it's like 10 degrees outside running. I'd go back to my regular arm sleeves, a little heavier for winter. But spring, summer, fall racing, these would be perfect. So anyway, that's enough for now. Join me next time. I'll be teaching myself how to cast, make sure I still know how to cast a fly rod. And we're going to go and do some fishing, probably around Charlottesville, Virginia area. And in June, a good friend of mine and myself will be headed to the beautiful little town of Buena Vista, Virginia. And we'll be fishing on the Maury River for red-eye bass. It's right at the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains in the Shenandoah Valley. So look forward to seeing you then. Peace.